Hello Gemini, this is EJ with your reading from July 21st to the 27th of 2025. We start out with the Death card. This is all about letting go. It's about transformation and change. It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical death, but it can be. But I'm not really picking that up. I'm picking it up that it's time to leave your existing situation that isn't working for you and move forward towards something new, embracing something new, okay? Completely transforming your situation, your circumstances. And I feel like you're reflecting a lot on past situations, current situation, and what you don't want going forward. That's what I'm picking up with this card. As you know, I do read intuitively, so I just feel like there's a lot of reflection and knowing that things need to be changed. Your situation needs to be changed. But how do you do that, right? I do see a change in your career or position. I do see something that's going to last long term. I do really feel like you're really focusing on what you don't want, right? And what it is that you really want. And I feel like the energy really needs to be focused on what you want. So that way the don't wants don't come into play, if that makes sense. But, very good positive card to start out with, because it does talk about letting go and transforming your situation and change, right? Who doesn't want change? Who doesn't want transformation? Especially if you've been in a time of maybe a struggle, or maybe just things not working out in your favor, maybe being in a toxic work environment or even a relationship, and you're like, this is not what I want anymore. Good for you, facing the reality and getting the courage to change your situation. All right, Spirit, what else for? All right, so it does look like it's going to be with career, with money, because the Six of Pentacles comes in. I feel like an offer is going to come up, and that's going to change your whole dynamic, your whole, financially, your environment. I feel like this opportunity that's going to come up is definitely going to improve your situation in a big way, because that Six of Pentacles is all about having more than enough to where you're going to be able to give to others, right? That's what the Six of Pentacles is all about. So I do feel like with this Six of Pentacles being here, I do see that there is going to be an opportunity that is going to come up to you, and that come up for you, and it's going to definitely push you towards better times, and just definitely having more wealth and prosperity, maybe even having enough to invest. For others of you, I feel like there's going to be a change in your business. Okay. All right, Spirit, what else? Because I see an exchange, right? So when there's an exchange, it's either you're exchanging the contract because you're signing it, so you're working for someone to receive payment, or someone's buying from your products, right? Your business, whatever it is that your service, your products, whatever it is that you have, in exchange for money. So I see an exchange there. What else, Spirit? The Hierophant. So the Hierophant does talk about, what do you call, institutions. I'm so sorry. The word just wasn't there. Like, I just had a long day of work, and so I thought I better jump out and do these videos for you, or these readings for you, so that I don't miss another week. I wanted you to have it. So if I stutter for my words, that's why this is a 10-hour day today. But anyway, so the Hierophant's all about an institution, so a big, corporation, if you will. But I feel like this definitely shows you're really committed to your goals, and because you are so committed to your goals, it's becoming a reality, because you're taking action rather than dreaming about it, right, or complaining about what you don't have. So I feel like you're taking action towards what it is that you want. And this also could be a symbol of education. This is also something about you just really having faith in what it is that you believe in and what it is that you're trying to achieve. But I do see there's going to be great advancements in your career. And again, I feel like there's going to be a flow of money here. But I do feel with this, it does talk about having faith, right? Having faith that all of this is going to happen for you. So again, really taking action towards your dreams and really making that a reality. And that's kind of what I'm picking up here as well, is because like I said, you were reflecting about what you don't want and what you do want, right? And we have to think about and have a dream or a goal to be able to reflect and know what we do and do not want, right? So here it is. And this is a strong indication that you're really believing in that, and that you're definitely going to be blessed. And then we have the Chariot card, Cancer energy. Definitely loving that, because this is all about focus and movement forward with the Chariot, right? It's all about, you know what, let me take the reins, let me take control and move forward with confidence towards the things I want. So I'm going to take charge and move on, and leaving what I don't want behind. So you're not even looking behind, right? We're not looking through the rear view mirror, because we're so focused forward, because we need to make these major decisions so we have major transformations in our life. And I feel like you're taking great leap forward towards your path of success, and that is definitely going to bring you a lot of financial stability, and a great solid foundation as well. What else, Spirit, for Gemini? What else for Gemini, please? What else does Gemini need to know? What else does Gemini need to know, please? What else does Gemini need to know? I just feel like it's coming towards an end of carrying a heavy burden as well. Like I feel like it's coming to the end of your struggle. The struggle, right? I mean, it's been really real. The struggle has been really real, but you also have been awoken, right? It's like you're seeing the reality, and you're just like, I can't do this anymore. I have to change. I have to make some transition, whether it's relationship, career, business, whatever it might be. Definitely seeing a big transition here. Okay. Then we have the Eight of Cups. See, what did I tell you? The Eight of Cups is all about you looking forward, saying, I don't want the past to follow me, and I don't want to bring it to the future. I want something better for myself. And that's what the Eight of Cups is all about. The Eight of Cups is all about, I'm going to embrace the unknown. I'm going to embrace the future. Not going to look back, and I'm going to fulfill my cups, right? So I do feel like it's a great departure. It's a timely departure, and I feel like you're quietly leaving. Like you're just not making a fuss about it, and you're just like, you know what, I'm done, right? I'm done. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to move towards better times and feeling better, and about about your goals, about yourself, right? Well, as you pursue this new path, or this new job, or this new situation, that also could be an indication of travel, because we have the Chariot here, and now we have the Eight of Cups, right? So there could be some kind of indication of travel, but I don't really see. Well, we'll see what the other cards say, because it could be a relocation as well. Okay, because it's like you're leaving a place, you're leaving a situation. All right, Spirit, what else for Gemini? What else for Gemini, please? What else does Gemini need to know? What else is Gemini? But I see you having great confidence here as you move forward here, Gemini. I mean, it feels very positive. It feels very confident. It feels like you have your shoulders back, straight back. You know, your back is straight, you're upright, and you're just very focused on movement forward. Because this is something that you truly want. Look at that, towards your wish fulfillment, towards what you want. So your dreams, working towards your dreams and making them a reality. So there it is. I mean, there it is. Spirit is saying, remember I said something about making your dreams becoming your reality, and here it is. This is your wish fulfillment, and you have the confidence to make this happen. And with the focus and effort and determination with this Chariot, you're just like, I'm taking control. I'm going to make this happen. I can't just sit on the sidelines anymore. I need to make a change. And look at that, the Magician. I love it. I love it. I love how the cards just fall into its place in the way that it should, as Spirit really is speaking to us, right? Spirit is saying, look, you have the resources. You have what it takes. You can make this happen. And even though you might feel like, I can't do this, like I don't know what to do, how do I make this happen? When that time of reflection, right? That time of what it is that you want here, Spirit is saying it's time to go, go, go. Let's take action. Let's move forward with your business plans, your creative ideas, you know, your new career, your new, just know that you're going to be blessed, right? And you're going to have the energy, you're going to have the wisdom. It's just like I mentioned earlier, it's like you awoke, you're awake, you're full of alert, you're full of energy and confidence, and you're just like, let's get this done, right? Let's move forward. And I feel like that's exactly what you're doing. There's a lot of good communication coming in. There's a lot of inspiration here, maybe even possibly a new direction, a new position, or a new direction in your career. But definitely money is flowing, because I feel like you're very, you know what, you're just on your, right? We know what we could do, and we're always on, like, let's do it, right? You ask us something, we have 10 answers to that one question, right? Because we could see it from all angles. All right, Spirit. Wow, 10 of Pentacles, there it is. 10 of Pentacles is all about you moving towards your financial goals, which is to have financial freedom and stability and security, right? To be able to help others and be able to enjoy life without having to struggle, right? Having double of everything, having, again, more than enough. What else, Spirit, for Gemini? This is an amazing reading. What else for Gemini, please? What else for Gemini? What does Gemini need to know, please, Spirit? What does Gemini need to know? I feel like you have come out of a time of a struggle where you might have felt like you were alone, or you didn't have enough, or there wasn't enough resources, or just feeling like you kept hitting a brick wall. But know that that brick wall is crumbling down, okay? That brick wall is no longer going to be there for you. You can continue to walk forward, because I feel like the path is clear, is what I see. I see like it through it. This is what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. I see a clear lens. Everything is so clear and clean and bright that you're following that. It's almost like you're being guided towards that. All right, Spirit. I definitely am going to claim this reading. What else, Spirit, for Gemini, please? What else for Gemini, please? Hold on, I need to do a quick shuffle because the cards just kind of flipped out of my hands, like a whole bunch of them. All right, Spirit, let's get one more card for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know, please? What does Gemini need to know? All right, 8 of Wands, look at that. 8 of Wands is about fast-moving energy. Think communication coming in, good news coming in. Could be travel as well with this 8 of Wands. So there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of energy. It's very fast, right? And it's saying that it's really time for you to take action and fire ahead with your plans, right? Move forward with your plans. And then there's some good news that's really going to bring a lot of enjoyment, a lot of smiles, a lot of happiness. And you're going to feel very blessed at this time, you know, and it could be now in 8 weeks here, but I honestly feel like you're definitely moving towards a lot of progress here, moving towards a time where you're not going to be struggling. I mean, look at this. It's like your wish it's like genie in the bottle, right? Your wish is my command. Spirit is saying, your wish is my command. Use what you have, make it happen, and I will change the whole thing, right? All the blocks will be removed. Let's get a bonus card, Spirit. Let's get a bonus card for Gemini, please. Let's get a bonus card for Gemini. One more card, please. Temperance. So that's going to be your bonus. We're going to stick that there because Temperance is Sagittarius energy, but what I like about the Temperance is that you're going to stay very grounded and balanced through this all, right? I see that, you know, you're really looking at completing a lot of things in your life as you move forward, and I feel like with that definitely things are going to balance out for you, basically, right? Things are definitely going to balance out. I definitely feel like you're being guided here. We are being guided. If you're new, welcome. I am a double Gemini, so if you hear me saying we, that is why. All right, let's clarify. Divine Universe, Holy Spirit, and Guardian Angels. Let's clarify this reading for the zodiac sign of Gemini. Zodiac sign of Gemini. What do they need to know? Let's Let's give them clarity, confirmation, direction. All right, let's clarify this Magician card for Gemini. What is this all about, this Magician card? And you know, Gemini, I really feel like whatever it is that, you know, we all are going through, you know, because it is a difficult time in the economy and in the world and the things that are happening, just know that your spirit guides, your angels are with you, okay? You just need to reach out to them. Take some quiet time and pray if you're a prayer, or just take time out to meditate. Reach out. All right, Spirit, I don't know who needed to hear that, but that message came to me. Magician, let's clarify this Magician, please. Let's clarify this Magician, please, for Gemini. What is this Magician all about, Spirit, for Gemini? Okay, it is about the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, and a Taurus. Now, the Knight of Pentacles in this is you're determined to reach your goals. You're so focused and full of ambition that you're totally just you're taking action to make that come into fruition, right? You're making it happen. And I love that because it is clarifying the Magician, it's definitely letting me know that your determination is there. You're loyal, you're to yourself, right? And to your situation. And you're just like, I really want to move into a time of stability. And I see you reaching your goals. I feel like you're really working hard for that, to reach your goals. Can we get one more for that Magician card, please? One more. And I feel like you're doing whatever it takes, right? Whatever it takes, you're using that and you're making it happen. And you have the Ace of Pentacles here, which talks about moving towards that financial abundance, right? Because that Ace of Pentacles is all about money and stability, about a new beginning. It's about prosperity and abundance, right? There's a lot of growth here and new opportunities that are going to be coming in. And then you have the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. And that's, again, you have the Chariot twice. And that lets me know that you're really taking the reign on this, right? You're really taking control of the situation because you want to make a difference, right? You want something different in your life. You don't want to be in the same situation. So I really feel like you are going to reach those goals that you have set for yourself, right? And for some of us, it is a financial stability. It is having some kind of strong foundation. And with this, I see that here, okay? I do see there's some good news coming in. And just know, again, that your angels are there to support you. They are guiding you towards a path of victory, of success. There's a lot of positive outcomes here. There's a lot of positive outcomes after a hard, difficult struggle, I'm seeing, okay? And then you have the Ten of Cups. And look at that. I mean, normally, you guys, I don't take this many cards, but this is what came out. And Spirit's like, the message is there. Read it. And so I'm because I was going to put it back in the deck and shuffle. But no, here it is. And we have the Chariot twice saying the focus is there, the determination is there, the self-control is there, right? Because you want to have that extreme happiness. You want to be happy. You want to have a financial stability. You want to have that financial stability. You want to be able to support yourself and those around you. But I see there's a lot of achievements here when it comes to your goals, when it comes to projects, when it comes to your business, relationships. Things are blossoming for you. Things are, again, you're creating this happiness. You're creating this success because you're making the change, right? You're taking that action. You're saying, this is what I have in front of me and this is how I'm going to make it happen. Very good. All right, let's talk about the Death card. Can we talk about the Death card for Gemini? What is this Death? What is this change and transition about for Gemini, please? What is this all about? The Death card for Gemini. What is this Death card all about for Gemini, please? Now, I feel like somebody's sad, and I feel like if there is some kind of, you know, death in your family, my condolences to you, because I see it travel. I see you traveling towards somewhere, but being sad about it. That's very small people, just small Geminis out there. I don't know which ones, but it's there, okay? We have the Tower card clarifying the Death card, and that is extremely amazing. And you're probably thinking, what, are you crazy? How is that amazing? Because The Death card talks about change and transformation and letting go. And the Tower, if I can speak, the Tower card says, you know what, there is going to be some kind of change that you know, the wind is going to knock down all those barriers so that you can create a new beginning. So it is a very dramatic change, and it's going to give you a new outlook in life and in a new outlook in your situation. It's going to bring you new ideas and new inspiration. Again, this is unexpected change. It could be a change in your career, your position, your business, your environment, your situation. But there is going to be some kind of dramatic change here that leads you to your wish fulfillment. That leads you to your wishes, your daydreams to become a reality, and whatever that might look like for you. Okay, let's talk about the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands for Gemini. What is this news? What is this transformation? This Eight of Wands, this action. What is this all about? Eight of Wands, please, for Gemini. Eight of Wands for Gemini. Eight of Wands for Gemini, please. Eight of Wands for Gemini. What is this all about? What is this Eight of Wands all about, please? So we have the Seven of Cups. So that definitely lets me know that there's going to be some choices that you're going to have to make, right? There's some decision making here when it comes to the Seven of Cups, because the Eight of Wands brings news, it brings excitement, and then the Seven of Cups is options that surround you, but in abundance, right? So they're good options, and you may pick through them and make a decision about what you want, and some of them might confuse you because it might be equals, right? But really take your time in making a decision, because I don't want to see you to make a repeat mistake or a mistake, but definitely seeing some kind of options there for you. So this Eight of Wands is going to come in. I feel like it's going to be multiple resources that are coming in. So if you're looking for work, I feel like there's going to be a multiple of people reaching out to you, and you just need to weed through the good, you know, the bad ones, and select, you know, the top three or what have you. Definitely do your pros and cons list to really make sure to make that to make the best decision. Eight of Wands. Let's get one more for that Eight of Wands, please. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands, please. What is this all about for Gemini? What is this? Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles. So again, I do feel like you have been working really hard towards this, right? Maybe you've been looking, you know, applying to different jobs and maybe interviews. So you're going to have to figure out what it is that you want. The Eight of Pentacles is just definitely you having that ambition and working hard towards your goals and really focusing on the new things, right? I do see some promotion coming in for some of you, and I do see a lot of personal growth there. Oh my goodness, if I can talk. But I do feel like you know, this is you just being really focused on what you do want and making that happen. And then you have the Full card. That's going to allow you to have a new beginning. And I mean, I think we had the Full card in the last reading too. So here we are, Eight of Wands, this news that comes in. It's definitely going to change your path. It's definitely going to change your situation in a big way. But you're going to have to make a decision here about what it is that you want. So I see you really taking that leap, and taking that leap of faith and really believing in yourself to make this dream become your reality. This is awesome. What about this Ten of Pentacles, please? This Ten of Pentacles. I love that this is here, and then that it's clarifying this, because it's going to happen very quickly, and you are being guided. And I feel that's why there's going to be multiple. Because Spirit's like, well, I could give you one, but let me throw a bunch of them at you, and I want you to pick the best one for you, and then we will put it in rotation, right? We will make it happen. Not rotation, but we will make it happen. We'll put it into full force action here. And whatever it is that you wish for is going to become your new journey, your new path, your new direction, your new opportunity. Ten of Pentacles, please. Let's clarify this Ten of Pentacles for Gemini. Nine of Cups. This is what you really want. You really want to have financial security, financial stability. You really want to keep, you know, that's what you want, right? That Nine of Cups is there saying this is your wish fulfillment. This is what you truly desire, is to have more than enough. And I see your dreams are going to come, you know, true. You just need to trust the process. You need to have trust in yourself. You need to have trust in God, in the universe, and whatever it is that you believe in, that it is going to make, you're going to make this happen. And then you have the High Priestess, where, you know, you're kind of like not letting anyone know all of your you know, it's like your poker face here, right? You're being very serious about this. You're taking it very serious, which you should, because again, these are major decisions that I see you making. And with the High Priestess, it's like, you know what? I'm going to keep this close to myself. I'm going to be private about this, right? And really trust your intuition here, okay? Just really trust your intuition. I do feel like there's somebody around you that might make things a little bit difficult for you, okay? Especially if you have a spouse or significant other. I feel like that person might get a little envious because there's so many good things that are popping up for you that they are going to make it a little difficult for you. Trust what your gut is telling you, okay? All right, Spirit, let's talk about the Hierophant. What is the Hierophant all about, please? Hierophant, what is this all about, please? We have the King of Pentacles, a Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. When we come to the King of Pentacles, now this is a card also of having luxury, right? And being level-headed. And there's, you know, there's a lot of growth here. Someone moving into a senior position, someone moving into a very stable, comfortable position, to where again you're going to have more than enough. I feel like for some of you, you do have that eye for business, or that eye for a certain specific job, right? Because I see that in leadership. I see you at the top. I don't see you being I see you in management. I see you in authority, and that's what this is telling me here, okay? But for others of you, this is you just really wanting to have to be solid, right? To have a solid foundation. All right, Spirit, let's talk about the Chariot. Let's talk about the Chariot. What is the Chariot all about for Gemini? What is this Chariot all about for Gemini, please? Whoa. Okay. We have the Three of Cups that popped out. That you're going to move towards a time of celebration and happiness, right? Because that's what the Three of Cups represents. It represents that happiness. It represents that celebration and what have you. And then we also have the Sun card, where you're going to move towards a time of freedom and happiness, right? And success. And, you know, really moving into a time of a happy situation in your life, having a lot of positive outcomes. And new experiences, right? I see a lot of newness here, and I see a lot of new experiences here. And I feel like this is exactly what Spirit is saying. This Chariot is that you're really focused on something different, something to where you're smiling and laughing and just enjoying life, right? Making your wish become a reality is to not only have a financial stability, but to have a happy outcome, to have a successful outcome, right? Something very positive, because, you know, again, I feel like the ending to a struggle is coming to an end, right? That end is coming up soon. And I feel like a lot of us are just trying to get through this. And that's why the Tower is coming in and saying, well, it's almost like, you know, it's almost like a tornado, right? It comes in and it blows all the stuff away. Everybody, buildings, everything, right? And it blows it away and it clears the path for you. And I see you moving down that path. Let's go ahead and clarify that Eight of Cups. What is this Eight of Cups all about? What is this Eight of Cups all about, Spirit? Okay, look at that. Six of Swords. Moving away, right? Moving away from something that has been dreadful and dramatic and stressful and negative and just not what you signed up for, right? You're just like, what is going on? This is you definitely moving away from something old, someone that just is very stressful, someone that brings you down, again, because I see someone who can be very envious of you, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a partner or a spouse. It could be a friend, it could be anybody, but I feel like there's someone around you that is that negative Nick or Nancy, and they gotta go. I'm just going to say that right now. They got to go. They're not doing you any favors. I feel like they're an anchor in your life. So we need to release that anchor. We need to let it go, and we need to move forward towards something that, what it is that you're seeking here is basically a normal life, right? To be happy, to not have to stress about finances, to have that stability, to move away towards somewhere better, somewhere you could be comfortable and feel accomplished and gain new experiences and new relationships. New relationships, meaning anything, right? Anybody. And then we have the Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And what I like that is that, it's saying don't have no regrets, don't have no fear, just move forward with confidence, be intelligent about the decisions as you move forward, and just take charge, right? Take charge and make your dreams become your reality. And what is that for you? Again, it's going to be different for everybody, but honestly, I feel like I'm seeing that you really want to just be happy and laugh and have a new life and be successful at what it is that you do and have positive outcomes, have a solid, financial security and stability there is what I'm seeing. And just I feel like you're done with the old life and you're done with the negative Nicks and Nancys, right? You're done with it. You're ready to just embrace something wholeheartedly that's going to lead to makes you confident, makes you motivated and inspired to continue to do your best. All right, Gemini. I feel like we're going to end it here. I hope that this was insightful and that it resonated with you in one way or another. Don't forget to check out your playlist here at the top. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, comment below. It definitely helps the YouTube bots, right? And pushes my video out with more views, more interactions, and will help grow this channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. And again, thank you for always being here and supporting me and for checking out my online store. And until next time.